Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the next 3 months. So this will be for quarter 4 if you're more of a business person for Q4. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what's going on here for you here between October, November, and December. Now I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Prism Oracle, as well as the Kipper Oracle. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right, let me make sure we're setting, we're all setting up here, or we're all set up here and in view. And then we'll get right into it. So 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll take 4 of these. We'll take a couple of these. And then we'll also take 1, 2, 3 tarot cards to clarify. All right, I think we're all set up. I think we're all looking good here. I think we're in view. Let's go ahead and get into it. So energy on the bottom, you have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is, you know, this is definitely a card that can indicate somebody who's quite successful in business or financial matters in particular. This is a practical person, okay? This is somebody who, they're going to get up on time every day. They're going to get into the office. They're going to clock in, so to speak, and they're going to collect their paycheck. And not only that, but they are also going to try to increase that money, right? They're going to try to increase that money over and over and over again. And they do this by being consistent, by being the hardest working person in the room, by, you know, kind of having those attributes. Some of you here putting your head down and working. You're working here at the final kind of stretch of this year. You know, we're in Libra season right now as I record this, you know, and I think some of you here are looking at that. This is one of these empire cards. This person is focused on building their empire, building their legacy, kind of that type of energy when you get the King of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and let's start to clarify this even more. I actually realized that I need to shift this over. If you watch my videos, you know that I like to make sure we're all set up. Okay, I like to make sure we're in view here. All right, good viewing experience for the watcher. All right, so we have that King of Pentacles here on the bottom, right? And so the thing is, in the current situation, you have the Devil. So what this could suggest is it's good to be a hard worker, okay? It really is. But also, you got to do some other things as well. Like, make sure you're going to the gym, make sure you're eating healthy, make sure you're having time for friends and family. Like, make sure that you are not becoming a workaholic, okay? The Devil and the King of Pentacles might be somebody who is working too much. Okay, there could be an addiction to work. The Devil is a card of addictions. Well, it can be. It can come up as addictions. Here's the thing. The Devil is anything that represents a shadow in our life. It's something that we need to work on. Now, on the flip side, Libra, if you feel like you're not working hard enough, this can also apply. Okay, this might be like a boost to get, you know, move in gear here, like get yourself going here and get started and get your butt in gear type of deal, you know? When you get the Devil and the King of Pentacles, you know, do you have a routine? Like, are you waking up on time? Like, are you putting in, you know, are you showing up for yourself where you can in your life? The Devil asks you to really look at you and what you're doing to trap yourself. Now, if there's another person involved here, the Devil could be a micromanager, somebody at your workplace that is very hard to deal with. This can be somebody who likes to keep you under their thumb, if you want to say it like that. And you know, this is somebody who is just a really challenging person to work for. And so some of you may be dealing with somebody like that as well, that's making life a little bit difficult for you here. In the problem position, you have this Knight of Wands. So this is, you know what I got here? You know, this is a card that can indicate travel. It's also a card that says that you, and travel, but also relocation. Some of you really want to move, and I don't even know if it means like physically move. Like, I don't even know if it means move your location, but some of you want a directional change in your career. And the thing is, Wands connects to the idea of work and enterprise. And so it is possible that some of you want to move quickly. All right. You can't swim upstream though. All right. And so that's what I would say. Make sure that you are not swimming upstream. And make sure that if you do want to do a move, I'm not telling you not to do a move, but what I am telling you is make sure you've got your ducks in a row. All right. Make sure you've got everything set up, lined up. Maybe you have another job offer on the table before you leave. All right. This is maybe an energy of you making an impulsive decision or moving too quickly on something in your career. And so make sure you've got things set up. And that's kind of a message that is coming in here for you over the next 3 months. In the past, you have the Four of Cups. You've been bored, all right? There's your situation. This is a pretty heavy career reading. Your situation's been stagnant recently, okay? Some of you are like, where is the opportunity? Where's the opportunity? Well, guess what, Libra? The opportunity is right here. It's right here. You're focused on these 3 cups. Opportunity is right in front of you. But you've been so bored, you've been so apathetic, you've been doing the things that you've been doing all like over and over again. Here's the thing, with the King of Pentacles, just as much as their routine can really make them successful, it can also become a problem. All right, if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again and you're not getting results, that's a problem. So for you, the Four of Cups, King of Pentacles, in the past here, you know, for some of you, it's just been like you've needed some fresh energy. You've needed something new. And I do think that some of you want to be very careful to not to be impulsive. Spontaneity, being spontaneous is good. And the Knight of Wands is spontaneous. The problem is it's in the problem position combined with the Devil. Do not be impulsive. Do not move before it's time to move. Okay? Like, don't sabotage yourself. Don't be careful of dipping into self-sabotage here. In the future, you have the Four of Swords. This is rest, recovery, and rejuvenation. Take a step back. Take a moment here. Okay, make sure you're approaching this directional change from a clear head. And make sure you I really feel, I keep hearing, get your ducks in a row. I don't know what that, I mean, I know what that means, which is to like make sure you're prepared and planning, but I'm not sure what that means for you, other than that might mean somebody for something. It means something to somebody, okay? So make sure you're getting everything lined up here. Make sure you give yourself some space, give yourself some time before you make any sudden moves, career-wise, because this is a little bit challenging here. The Devil, the Knight of Wands, that's super fire. That is like super fire energy, okay? And fire can be great, but it can also be destructive. Fire can also burn. Remember that. It can be inspirational, but it can also burn. In your thoughts, what you're aware of, this is on your mind. You have the Star. Star represents a dream, represents a wish in your life. Some of you, if you have not already, you really want to take some time over the next 3 months to wish upon a star. I know that sounds cliche, but this is what you want to do, okay? This is asking you to throw a wish out to the universe. And in doing that, what you do is you get in alignment with where you can go. You can't get in alignment with your dream unless you first have a dream, right? And so if you don't have any goals, you don't have any wishes, you don't have any dreams, there's no room in the container to fill. There's no container to fill, let alone room in the container. You gotta have a container first. Look, the genie on the star, they're pouring this container, right? They're pouring the water. Do you even have a container is the question. Which is to say, do you have a dream? Do you have a wish? You should have a wish here. Create a wish. In the subconscious, what you can't see or the hidden, you have the Strength card. Strength card says that you have amazing willpower at this moment. This is Leo energy. You don't realize how strong you are. That's the thing. You're not giving yourself credit here. Okay? You extremely powerful. you have a big opportunity to move in a new direction, as I've stated, but you got to make sure you got to strike at the right time. Okay? Don't rush into something because you feel like because you feel like it's now or never. It's not now or never. Okay? There will be another time, and what's more important, I think, in this case is not so much urgency, but more, are you making the move that's right for you? And however long that takes is how long that takes. So I'm usually a fan of urgency, but sometimes that is actually just impulsivity, and you want to be very careful that you're not dipping into that frequency at this time. In the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, way that you are influencing the situation. Some of you this is this Three of Swords. This is not about love, I don't feel. This is, some of you really want to get the heck out, okay? You really want to get out of a situation here. Three of Swords represents separation. It is obviously a card of heartbreak, but this represents separation in a work reading, because this has all been work and career. And so some of you are like, okay, I'm disconnecting from this place, like from this workplace or this work situation. It's not working. And okay, that's fine. So it's not working. Great, Libra. So what do you need to do to get you to where you want to go? Do you actually even know where you want to go, is my question. Do you know where you want to go? I would make sure you know where you're going first before you go. Okay? Sometimes I'm a huge fan of just throwing stuff in your car and, driving. Like, I'm a huge fan of that. But there are times in life where you need to know where you're going. In the in the external influence. So this is happening outside of you. You have the Queen of Cups. This is a trusted friend or an ally. It's also somebody that I consider to be the traditional therapist in the tarot. If it's a quality of yourself, this can say that you are intuitive, or you really need to trust your intuition, trust your gut. But this is in the external, so I do think that there's somebody here helping you. This might be a trusted friend or an ally, or this could be a therapist as well in your life that's showing up here for you. This could also be a good partner in the tarot. King and Queen of Cups, both good partners. In the hopes and fears, you have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, this is about holding on to what you have and being fearful of losing what you have. This person obviously has pentacles. They have money here, right? So they're not like totally out right now. They're not, out in the cold. But they're worried that if they lose even one pentacle, that they're worried about losing even one of these Four Pentacles. And so this talks about you maybe being afraid, because it's in the hopes and fears, you being afraid of losing what you have. That's a normal feeling. I mean, that's right. That's like a normal feeling, especially if you come from a background where you didn't have much growing up. That is certainly a normal feeling. But life is about risks. And the truth is, this is something that I've been saying in my readings a lot, because I just really feel like it's an important message for the time that we're in. Everything in life is a risk. Literally everything. And the people who don't take risks are the people who stay where they are. And so I know some of you may be a little bit confused because I'm saying hold off, right? Like with the Devil and the Knight of Wands, I'm saying don't make sudden moves. Okay, take a calculated risk. This reading is about you taking a calculated risk. This is not you being impulsive. This is you taking a calculated risk. And that's what I think. Okay, so ducks in a row, make sure you have all your stuff together. In the outcome, if you do this, you have the Six of Wands. Incredible. Six of Wands is a major victory in the tarot. This person's taking a victory lap. Okay, they're being cheered on publicly. This can represent public recognition. This can represent being in front of people. You have two of my cards that indicate social media with the Star and the Six of Wands. Both cards can talk about you being in the starlight or being in the spotlight, being in front of people in some way. All right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at these three tarot cards. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Moon. Some of you do want new love, but there is something going on here with the Nine of Wands. You're resisting it. Okay, there's new love available to you, but you're maybe a little bit resistant to this situation. Trust what you feel. Okay, trust what you feel. The Moon says yeah, the moon says trust your intuition, and that's what I would say. But some of you, it's probably less about new love, and this is probably for many of you about this new start. Like you really want to get out of a situation, you really want to separate from the work that you're doing right now, but you're having a little bit of a challenge doing this. In the Kipper, oh, we only took 2 of these? Okay, let me take a third one. Okay, so you have Distant Horizons, Toil and Labor, and Mature Man. Yeah, so Distant Horizons is a very good card. It can indicate like 3 months or so, which is interesting because we're looking at the next 3 months, maybe 3 to 6 months. But Distant Horizons says that there's good times ahead. You've got some work to do right now with Toil and Labor. There's no question about it. Some of you are really working hard here. There is a person here available to you if you're interested. It doesn't matter what gender they are. I don't attach gender to my cards. They could be any gender. But this person is mature. And I also think that some of you are getting wise counsel from somebody. If they're not a love interest, I think you're getting wise counsel. Okay, I took 4 of these. So you have, interesting, love, success, happiness, and energy. Some of you, there is a connection here, but you're like you have to be open to this. That's the thing. Like you've got to be open to this. It will be successful between you and this person. I think right now some of you are just like you're not quite sure yet, and it's really up to you. But there is somebody here with love and success. There's also happiness and energy. There's a very good situation available to you if you're here for which most of you are here for work at this time because of the reading I just pulled, just the cards I'm pulling. With happiness and energy, I do see an increase in your happiness as you separate from the thing that you're doing now, because whatever it is that you're doing now, it's working like money-wise, but it's not what you want. It's not what you want. And I think some of you are going to be moving in a new direction. This will change your energy. This will bring a lot more happiness into your life. So very nice reading here for Libras over the next 3 months for Q4. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.